Most people have to commute every single morning for work. They have to get up, get in their car, and drive out of their neighborhoods. And what if every single morning you were trying to do that to provide for your family, some jackass kept getting into a wreck and blocking the exit to your neighborhood, and you couldn't get to work, and you couldn't provide? And that would piss you off eventually, and you'd probably throw hands at that person if they kept doing it. That's exactly what's happening right now in the Middle East. The Strait of Hormuz, you have a belligerent, drunk driver neighbor. It's funny because alcohol is banned in these countries, called Iran. And this country continues to block the neighborhood from being able to engage in global commerce. The rest of these countries, the UAE, Oman, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Iraq, maybe you've heard of them, Bahrain. These countries want to ship their oil, but they can't because of what's going on right here. And so they're starting to get really, really pissed. And being pissed means that they're going to start doing things that are going to cause their neighbor some damage. Now, obviously, America has been causing quite a bit of damage to Iran, including, but not limited to, doing stealth drone explosion boats, one-way trips to hell. It's a very interesting operation here. I just love this footage. But also, making sure that their neighbors are platforms for bombing Iran. And this is what has, where do you think the drone boats came from? They came from the neighbor. I mean, look at that. This is like 50 miles. This is not a huge gulf. This is 50 miles. You could put missile launch sites all along this coast and hit Iran forever. And that's exactly what America's doing. You can see here, the HIMAR missiles are being fired from Bahrain towards Iran. HIMAR missiles have a range of 350 miles. That would be like launching a missile from Boston to Washington, D.C. And that is able to span this gulf very easily and hit all of the targets throughout Iran. Everything is changing right now. Saudi Arabia joined the fight yesterday, talked with Donald Trump and said, can we please bomb the terrorists in Yemen? And Trump said, go for it. And this is the result yesterday. The Royal Saudi Air Force is now starting to drop some massive bombs on the Iranian partners in the region. And now they're doing the thing that will piss off Iran the very most. Dubai plans a new port to bypass the Strait of Hormuz. Multiple Arab nations are beginning to get so furious about this, they're just saying, we're not going to ship any more oil through this passageway at all. We're simply going to build solutions around the passageway and get the hell out of here. And, well, we welcome that, obviously. Maybe that would be the easiest solution. DP World is planning to build a new port and a container terminal at the United Arab Emirates East Coast that would reduce Dubai's dependence on flagship hub and bypass the Strait of Hormuz. The Dubai-based port operator is in talks to develop a brand new multi-purpose port in the coastal area of Fujairah and a new terminal of the existing harbor, the same emirate. People familiar with the matter said. Over the past 2 decades, DP World has become one of the UAE's most internationally prolific entities, building ports and logistic empires across the globe. But the group's owner, Crown Jewel, shifting some of its port capacity outside of Dubai, marks a seismic change for the emirate, which has established itself as a global trade hub. So they're going to be building a massive trade hub on the other side of the Strait of Hormuz. It says, screw you people. The Gulf officials said the move eastward did not mean that the hub that they have in Dubai will be replaced. It'll be built and expanded for decades. The hubs consist of vast economic free zones, warehoused alongside with heavy industry facilities. And this is how the world works. Plan to build a new port and container terminal on the other side of the UAE's east coast that would reduce Dubai's dependence on and bypass the Strait of Hormuz. Genius plan. The free market will always find a way. President Trump, moments ago, with the president of Iraq in the Oval Office, talking about a massive pipeline that'll be built across Iraq going to Syria.
A little bit with you, but they have tremendous oil reserves. They have tremendous potential wealth, and they have tremendous wealth, not only potential. But he's done in a short period of time, he's changed that country so much, especially toward their thinking about the United States. And we have partnerships. Chris was just saying we have tremendous oil partnerships all of a sudden being formed over the last short period of time. And I guess you're going to be announcing them this week or next week, but massive, among the largest. So they have done a fantastic job over the last very short period of time. But they have a great leader, the new prime minister. He's a great leader. I think he's going to be there for a long period of time. And it's great to have you at the White House.
Donald Trump, Strait of Hormuz. It will be circumventing through massive new pipelines. Again, everyone is just sick of it. Dubai will build a port right here. So here is Dubai. The port is going to be right over here. So you could just build a port right there and just be done with this area entirely and just scoot on out, right? Pretty easy, pretty obvious. Free market find a way. Dubai is making huge plans to build a whole new port and a giant terminal. No more depending on shipping to get blocked. Cargo goes beyond the East Coast, trucks straight to Dubai and beyond. Smart play with all the chaos in the Gulf right now. That may not de-escalate anytime soon. Really, really wise. So the port would be right over here. So just get on out. The project will allow cargo to enter the UAE without transiting the strategic waterways before being transported overland to major Gulf markets. The move comes, shipping magnates have reduced sharply, obviously, because of the trade route danger. Good. I mean, good. Honestly, everyone's just so sick of this. This would be the proposed port right there. And you'd be able to get out and around this hellish place. Really smart. UAE is systematically decoupling from the Strait of Hormuz. Now, as official, Dubai's new project on the eastern coast means bypassing Iran's favorite choke point entirely. Keep playing games with the Gulf. UAE will build the future outside of it. Massive, massive shift. So this proposed port would just pretty much take away all of Iran's leverage over oil exports in the world. Really beautiful. And it's the Middle East, so you can just get stuff done really quickly. Do they use slave labor? Yeah, they do. I'm not from those countries, so I'm not going to sit there and wag my finger. I'm just saying this is the reality. You can get stuff done extremely quickly in the Middle East. Go take it up with them. UAE prepares new port to bypass Strait of Hormuz. United Arab Emirates is examining the new construction of a new port. This is, of course, conjoined with Syria, Iraq, planning to unveil new Mediterranean pipeline deal to bypass Strait of Hormuz as well. So they're planning on, here's the leader, the new Iraqi leader at the White House. They will announce a plan to resurface a decades-old pipeline that ran from Iraq to the Syrian coast. So then from a geographic standpoint, it would be right here. So it would be Iraq straight through to Syria. This town specifically. But nice. Looks like a great place. Great place to live. So this is the new pipeline that they're planning on unveiling, and that President Trump has effectively unveiled at the White House. No doubt that they're meeting about this right now. Iraq, Syria, and U.S. plan to unveil an 800-kilometer pipeline. Syria's Mediterranean post is part of the efforts to reduce Iran's control over the Strait of Hormuz. Senior Iraqi officials have said an agreement to revive the pipeline, originally running from the northern city of Kirkuk to Syria's eastern town of Bayanas, is expected to be unveiled when the Iraqi prime minister meets with President Donald Trump at the White House. So there you go. All of the bombing, all of the slowdown. I mean, you can see here, like practically no ships have been able to pass through the Strait of Hormuz. And now the naval blockade is back on. So expect even less. So it's not good, obviously. It's not great for the global economy. Everybody wants this stuff to be over. People are sick of it. And everyone's welcoming a solution. And this could be part of the solution. So good. F around, find out. It's Bo Benny.